Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 1 of the NFL preseason.
And off we go from Denver. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now here's Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Young on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, Young. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. A lane up. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. This will be caught at about the 6. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. After one, 7-0, on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Stidham. Eluding the pressure right. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stidham. Escaping the pressure right. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Walker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. Now Walker. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay, is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Walker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From midfield now, here's Stidham. Johnson with a completion over the middle. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Stidham. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And Walker now to throw on first down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Walker. Another completion here to Hunt. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Walker. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Walker now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. To throw is Walker. Swings this out for Hunt. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Atkins. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Flush to his right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Stidham first down in the red zone. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Stidham, he finds his man, complete. That's Atkins. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
From the gun, it's Stidham. Finds Dulcich out left side. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Broncos have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's Stidham. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, Griffin. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. On first down, Stidham eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Walker. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they go play action. Here's Walker. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. Working out of the gun here, Walker. A short throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And now off to the races down the right side. Down to the 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Walker. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The give is to McLaughlin. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The kick by Lutz is good. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now the Panthers down 24-14. A minute 47 on the clock. 1st down, Walker. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here we go. This is 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the middle they go. It's Griffin. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run again. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Stidham's going to set up to throw this. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
That's caught by Johnson. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That escapes the set. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jarrett Stidham punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the goal line. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well